Hello again, here we are for another one of a review of Hench by iGear. It's MW03, one of the first of the upscaled mini warriors, more Scout to Deluxe size now, but yeah. Okay, again, box, we get alt mode, robot mode, I've just knocked Hench over, designation, warnings, mini warriors, mini warriors, mini warriors, warnings. On the back, barcodes, mini warrior to Land Cruiser and back again. I said barcodes then, didn't I say? Sorry, blueprints. A little, if you can see it. There we go, a little bio. So it actually goes in, he says it's one of the medical specialist's experiments. Medical specialist is the iGear's name for ratchet. For downsizing a regular bot into a smaller form to conserve energy. That's like the old if you remember G1, the MicroMaster process. Well, these are far from the size of MicroMasters. But yeah, that's kind of a relation to that. I think, from what I can go into it anyway. But yeah, that's the box. Inside the box, you will get clear plastic insert. Okay, no display stand with this one, unlike the following one, the UFO Cosmos one. Basically, you get your little bit for where it goes in. You come packaged in your vehicle mode, and use a little gun thing, shotgun-y type thing, which we'll have a look at in a minute. Also in there, again, I've not bothered to open them because he's not that hard to do, to change. And you get your little plastic collector card with the artwork on, which is quite a dark one. Instruction sheet, which is on there, backing card. Okay, right. Oh, he's fell over. Hench. Again, he's supposed to. He represents Brawn from the Generation 1. Let's go over the weapon first. I'll just unpeg it in a minute. Again, just like a lot of these that I've been getting just lately, the weapons are quite tight. A lot of stuff. It's quite a tight fit. It comes with a little shotgun-y type weapon. Yeah. Nice little gun. Looks like it's got a little pump action-y type thing on the front. Okay. Alright. Hench is very, very close designed to the original Generation 1 Brawn. It's quite a nice chunky feel to it as well. Articulation wise, he is quite a dark green, so I don't know how this is coming out on the camera. I'm not too sure. Articulation wise, you've got a little bit of a ankle swivel there, knees in and out on the hips, forward and back. Okay, you do have a bit of a hip, not an overly huge amount of hip movement. You get shoulder up, down, in and out. You get a ball jointed elbow. Oh God, stand up right. Head. Again, I can just about get my finger in here. It has a similar problem to what the iGear Rager has, where clearance issues on the head. But you've got up and down. It's on a ball joint, left and right, a little bit, and it'll have a little swivelly bit, which you've got the original Brawn. If you're familiar with the cartoon and the comics, that's you're familiar with Brawn thing. But they have also included a second head, which is again a pain to bring around. It's actually on the back. Why they've done this, I don't know. They haven't made it overly easy to get to. to do. You have to do a lot of flicking round, and it's, again, the head's a little bit thinner. You could do them with some kind of little flapper, something you could lift up, or maybe, or so. I don't know. I won't be using it anyway. But it's a nice little addition. They don't have to do it, but they have. Makes him look more like the original G1 toy, and I know some IDW comics have given him this look as well. I think it was IDW, or it could have been Dreamwave, where he has like his battle mask or something on. Yeah, faceplate, and just you see a little visor for the eyes. Basically, you just do that by spinning the head round. So, again, this is really tight. I normally get stuck trying to turn it back round. It seems to have gone alright this time. You've just got to nail in the recesses of the head. Yeah, let me just get this down straight. Oh dear. This is just one of the, if they can fault any of these characters that have got like these bits above them and around the sides of them, that is the only thing. Rager and this one have got exactly the same thing going on with the heads. There's just not enough clearance, and yeah, if you're going to do a head that moves, you know, people will want to do it. They'll want to move the head, but it's yeah. Right, yeah. So we've got majority of his vehicle mode just hangs off his back. If you want a more of a toy look, you can actually bring these up. This isn't coming through very well. It's just so dark. It's actually daylight outside as well. I might have a bit of glare. I think that might be what's going on. Let me just move the camera around a bit. That's a bit better, actually. I've probably got a bit of light reflecting on the camera lens. Yeah, again, I've put a little Autobot logo on off a Repro Labels. I think this was off the Rodimus Prime kit or something. I can't remember which one, but it just fits just right. They do Repro Labels do a full kit for this as well, but it's again, for me, the only things I'd have off the kit myself would be the Autobot logo, and if you look just above where the little black strip is, there's a recess there, which the original toy, 80s toy of Brawn had some kind of sticker on there. That's all I'd have off the kit, so to me, it's alright. Just if you've got some spare little Autobot logos, one that'll fit, stick it on. Or, you know, vehicle mode with the Repro Labels kit, you get a blue stickers for go onto the windows. They come in black. They're standard. To me, it looks fine. You also get a couple of tail light decals as well, and for some reason they put headlight decals in as well, which, yeah, I don't see why. But if you want it, grab it. Well, I was just saying, if you want it a bit more like the original Generation 1 toy, you can flip these little wingy things up at the back. They're on a little ball joint as well. You can see them there as they come out. You do have to do that anyway for change it to his robot, but kind of makes him a bit back heavy. It just depends how you've got him posed. This one can be easy and fiddly at the same time, to be honest, to transform. You basically get your arm, twist at the elbow there, bring your arms up. Same again with this one. I think this is actually coming out way too dark. I've just done exactly the same in the same position as the UFO as well for the review, and that looked alright, but really UFO's colours are a lot brighter anyway. Yeah, I'm sidetracking again. Yeah, you bring the arms up, get those little flaps up for a minute, and if you can see this bit here well, I'm tapping my thumb on, that's on a hinge joint. Just bring it round like that for now. There's another piece inside, if you can see. You can bring that out at the same time if you want. Again, it's a bit of, there's no way of actually getting it out without putting your nail into the bit what the pin goes through, but yeah, it's there. Okay, so bring the arm back down, it's on a ball joint at the shoulder, and push. That goes in at the recess over there. You do the same with the other side, bring it down and in on that recess there. Okay, leave your little wingy bits at the back, so just looking at something like that. And then we go back to the front. This is where we do the legs. These are quite fiddly, to be honest. It's a good idea how they've done it. You have to separate this section from this section here. The one part, the inner part of the leg forms the front of the car, of the vehicle, and the outer section forms the back. They are tight, and again that can be seen. Okay, they are a tight fit. You split the leg up, and then what you need to do is bend back at the knee, and then on the hip joint bring it up, swivel at the hip joint all the way around, then bring the legs out like that, which you're left with something like that. Now the idea is you've got to bring, this is why I said it's a little bit fiddly, you've got to bring nope, sorry, I have forgotten again. I did this last time. I forgot. You need to turn the hip, which again is a pain because now I've got to get these legs back around properly. You need to turn. Leave that off for a minute. Let's get these with the hips done. Turn the hip round. Clip that back on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That's it. Back on. Okay. Yeah, don't forget to turn the hip. I keep forgetting to do that every time I mess with this one. Yeah, so bring that leg up like so. Make sure that bends. Bring it forward. Extend. Like that. Turn it all the way around. So you're looking like that. Yeah. Come to the side. Bring it up it again. Just didn't do it. To be honest, this is the first time these joints have popped off. It doesn't have a habit of doing it all the time. As you can see, it's all on a swivel joint here as well. So you bring them up and clip it. Just leave it there for now. Down at that angle there like that. You can see it. So the legs are quite fiddly. Just be patient with it. You know, you'll get it in the end. Just be patient. Don't try and force anything. If it won't go, that means it won't go. Basically, just don't try and force it. Come on. I can see over time that some of these parts will start to wear quite a lot. I'm only going to do it to the vehicle mode once on this. I'm not bringing it back to robot mode because it'll just take me ages on camera. This is just one of the things. I'm never usually have a problem transforming anything. I've been, you know, in the 25, 26 years I've been collecting these things. You know, it's never usually these fiddly. Even some of the official stuff, the fans project stuff. If I didn't have already seen one of the reviews about this figure, that would have, you know, it'd have wound up getting me hair off or something with it. But yeah, right, we get to that, and what we need to do is bring these side panels down, the doors, and bring the back bit down to there. On these door bits, you've got a little clip on there. They rest inside the back section. Okay, so what we do then is bring the legs that are now assembled, bring them up. Got a little tab somewhere around here, little tab hole there. That goes on. I don't know if this is focusing in right or not. You've got that bit there. Focusing goes into the tab hole. It's just a question of just getting everything lined up and in right. You've got little recesses, little runners here. On the back of the vehicle mode, they tab into the inner part of these little fuel can things. And if I can show that, if it'll bring it up. Like that. Yeah, bring that down. It can be a bit frustrating doing this one at times. I mean, I don't normally lose my patience with transforming things. It's part of the little the challenge of doing them, but this can be so fiddly at times. But there we go. I'm gonna have to put him back into the robot as well, aren't I? Because I've got a size thing to do. Should have done that first. Oh well. There we go. Vehicle mode is a very much alike to its original, to the original Brawn. I think, you know, Toyota Land Cruiser type thing, but on a much bigger scale. These big, oversized fuel canister things. Yeah, to me, that they didn't need to make them that, but yeah, I can see where they're coming off for doing it for these feet, but they're massive. They're just so big, and you know, they could have just put two little things and folded them out the way or something. And I don't know. To me, they just look a bit out of place. It doesn't look right. I mean, he's ended up leaving a big gap down here, look, and you can actually see the hip. I mean, they've even put two like exhaust things there, but they're not. There's nothing. You know, that is the only bit on the vehicle mode for me that kind of spoils it. But other than that, I mean, it just from the back, having this gap here, it just makes it look a bit unfinished. You know, I don't know what they could have done really. They could have the summit. I mean, it didn't really need to have the two. I mean, they could have made something to like one of these to swivel round, or made a little bumper thing or something. I don't know. They could have done something at least. And with how big these are, you could have even put weapon storage in them or something. You know, they could have had a little flap somewhere. Maybe I don't know. It just looks. It just look. Yeah. But other than that, it's Brawn. You can see it. You can tell it. You know, it is Brawn. The rest of it is very much so like the original, but like I say, on a bigger scale. He's got his usual spare tyre on the top. Your little weapon can peg in. Looks a bit, yeah, it looks a bit daft, but yeah, it's there if you want to use it. Yeah, rolls alright. Bit of vibration because he's got a bit of the tread on the wheels. The usual robot stuff underneath. Yeah, but apart from that, to me is the downside. That is the downside to the vehicle mode. Okay. Other than that, I like it. It's nice. It is nice. You know, I mean, you've got, there we go, all that detailing, all that there. Yeah, you can't mistake it for brawn. You really can't. It is brawn. It's very, very close to the original character model. You know, the only thing, one other thing I'm wondering is that you've got a little peg here, a really tiny hole. It's just there. It doesn't. There's nothing that comes with to do with it, to what goes on with the figure or anything. Nothing comes with it to peg it in. It's strange how it's just there and nothing for, not functional. There's nothing on the inner side of it. You see, it's just the. I don't know. I know they're doing a recolour of this. Is it Bushwhacker they're calling it? Which is supposed to be the other version called Outback. I don't know if that's meant to be. I think Outback had some kind of front winch on it on the original. It's been a while since I used to have the original G1 Outback. But yeah, he did have some kind of winch, so unless that's been moulded in ready for the retool into Outback, so the winch could go on it. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see when it comes out in May, I think Outback does. Yeah, I better put it back into to the. That's it. So unclip. Lifted the side bits up. Unclip. Bring them down. Unclip. Bring them down. Okay. Turn the leg around. Pain in the arse on the leg. So flip this back section up. Like that. Again, I don't know if you're getting all this, but bring that round. Like so. Same with this one. And down. It's a lot more. Yeah, I was going to say it's a lot more easier to get into robot mode than vehicle mode. But then again, I've just had a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to stop saying stuff until and commenting on stuff, because normally it goes wrong. Bring them back through. One thing I did have, actually, I will point out, this section, when bringing it back into robot, for some reason, the ball joint on this side that holds the shoulder in, on mine anyway, doesn't seem to go to sit in the socket very much. It just comes off at times. Very random when it does it, but it is there. It does happen. Arms out. Look at the camera, and I'm still looking at the figure itself instead of looking at the figure through the camera. So I'm sorry, but some of it is off screen again. Yeah. Let's put it over here. Right. We now need to do the hip swivel. Turn it round. The legs do catch. There's another little. That bit there where I'm pointing on, that catches on the legs when you do the hip swivel. I don't know if it's a design thing or not. I don't know. I don't even know if that really needs to be there. I suppose if you're bothered, you could probably shave this down, or trim it down a bit or something. You know, then it won't catch on the hips. We get to that point on the legs. Spin them round. Spin it round. There we go. Okay. Let's tilt this camera up a bit more. There we go. We'll come to the back. Fold that bit in. And fold that bit in there. Okay, so we get to that. Now, like I showed at the beginning, you can either put in the side sections like that, so it looks like this G1 version, or you can just tuck them down into the sides there. I like the look of it with them tucked down. It's more like his little the G1 animation model of Brawn. Okay, let's get it all standing upright. I mean, for the size, I mean, it's nice. I like it. Fiddly transformation a little bit, especially on the legs. But other than that, I think it's alright. It's just the one little minor thing. Let's bring it against some other former mini Autobots. There's my Goldbug and Cliff Jumper deluxe size. Little Rager, which is incidentally was more than enough as was Braun's like partner type thing, bloke. Majority of the scenes you saw on both, and Wheelie. Okay, camera up. So, size comparison with Braun Hench. Yeah, the hood of the vehicle mode is a lot longer. Makes it just above Goldbug and stuff like that. Yeah, if you can see. It's the tallest one, out of all the mini warriors. I don't really see, if they're going to make them in that size now, I don't see why this is still going to be called mini warriors, to be honest, because he is big. He is big. I mean, the robot mode, it suits him, because Braun was supposed to be some big, hefty character. But the alt mode, it's massive compared to what it would should be like. Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's nice. It's just some of it is fiddly to me. I mean, I just hope at one point they decide to upscale Rager and the Spray characters, so they're more in line. I don't know if they will. I doubt it, but it doesn't detract from the figures being upscaled. I know they've increased the prices of them, but I got Hench along with UFO together for £45 with delivery. Again, you can get them still. They are still widely available. It just depends where you're looking. Have a look on eBay, Dragon Games, TF Source, Capture Prey, Big Bad Toy Store, Kapow Toys, Toys and Games. Yeah, there's loads of places. If you can get them at a good price, again, like I say, get them. If you like the Mini Warriors line, I do, and it's nice things to have. Yeah, okay. I'll see you again for another one at some point. Bye.